Bazaar in Istanbul. Nuns shopping, interesting. I am not big on shopping, but I have to see this. The Grand Bazaar is one of the largest and oldest covered markets in the world, with 61 covered streets and over 4,000 shops on a total area of over 30,000 square meters. And they say it attracts between 250,000 and 400,000 visitors daily. In 2014, it was listed number one among the world's most visited tourist attractions with more than 91 million visitors. The Grand Bazaar of Istanbul is often regarded as one of the first shopping malls in the world. The construction of the future Grand Bazaar's core started during the middle of the 16th century, shortly after the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople, and was part of a broader initiative to stimulate economic prosperity in the city. But since then, the market expanded, shrunk, expanded, and went through many iterations. At one time, it even contained a slave market. At the beginning of the 17th century, the Grand Bazaar had already achieved its final shape. The enormous extent of the Ottoman Empire on 3 continents and the total control of roads and seas and rivers between Asia and Europe rendered the bazaar and the surrounding area the hub of the Mediterranean trade. According to several European travelers at the time, and until the first half of the 19th century, the market was unrivaled in Europe with regards to the abundance, variety, and quality of the goods on sale. Originally, the bazaar was built from wood, and only after the fire in 1700 it was rebuilt using stone and bricks and covered. Until the restoration following the quake of 1894, the Grand Bazaar had no shops as found in the Western world. Along the roads or streets, the merchants sat on wooden divans in front of their shelves. Each of them occupied a small space like 8 feet by 4 feet, really small. I think that all the markets could have been very interesting in the old times. For example, shoe market. They sold shoes organized by different colors. Ottoman laws prescribed yellow shoes for Muslims, blue for Greek Orthodox, black for Jews, and red for Armenians. Sometimes I have silly thoughts. What if we had a law in the US that would mandate voters to wear the shoes based on who they vote for? As you know, in the US, the states who vote for the Republican Party are called red states and the Democratic Party blue states. I can quite easily imagine a presidential candidate promising to land his giant red shoe in the behind of his Democratic opponent. But let's not go there. Let's leave it for the late night shows. But of course, there were also many other markets within the bazaar, kind of grouped together: jewelers, furniture makers, carpets, leather goods, used books markets, and so on. The ethics of the trade in the market until the mid 19th century were quite different from the modern ones. Indifference to profit, absence of envy in the successes of other traders, and a single and, I guess, correct or agreed on price were peculiar traits of the Ottoman Bazaar during its golden age. The reason for such behavior lies partly in the ethics of Islam and partly in the guild system which provided a strong social security net to the merchants. Another peculiarity of the market during the Ottoman age was the total lack of restaurants. The absence of women in the social life and the conventions in the Turkish society made the concept of restaurant alien. Merchants simply brought their lunches in. And yeah, you could get a Turkish coffee and some snacks, but that was it. It was basically just some small thing on the street. As I said, no restaurants. Today, the Great Bazaar is a thriving complex, as you can see, employing more than 26,000 people and visited by between 250,000 and 400,000 visitors daily. And it is one of the major landmarks of Istanbul. Of course, it must compete with modern shopping malls common in Istanbul nowadays, but its beauty and fascination represent an advantage for it, and you can see many tourists come here as well. But as I said earlier, I'm just a window shopper, so to speak, and after a while it's kind of repetitive. And I have to admit, since I don't have any shopping goals, it kind of becomes boring after a while. So let's get out of here and let's see something else.
So I think this will be it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Take care. Goodbye.